Hi everyone, I'm back again. I know I did say I'd be back very quickly and I really meant it this time. I am right back here in front of you. So I did some sewing, and there's nothing worse than picking up the sewing machine and catching that fabric in there and going, oh crud, now I have to unpick it, and you're looking at it going, ugh, this is going to be a nightmare. So you're there with a little unpicker and you tear fabric, like you do all sorts of things just trying to get it to unpick, and sometimes people spend hours upon hours unpicking something because they've made this massive mistake, something like this, and you might have to sit there and really unpick it. Hi Chris, how are you going? So the thing you have to do is think about the time you've got in your life and whether you want to waste that unpicking. Me, no. So I found this product called the Quick Ripper by J. Michelle Watts, and it is an amazing little product. If you don't have one of these, you need one. It is an electric little quick unpick. It looks like one of those nose doodahs. So if you can see I've got wadding there, and there's nothing worse. You've got to try and pick in between the 2 layers or 3 layers, and you're looking at it going, oh God, I'm going to rip my fabric, yeah? So the best way not to rip your fabric is hold this bottom fabric down. So whether it's fabric or wadding, no matter what it is. Hi Debbie, sorry I'm back so quick. I'm just going to hold it down so I can leave one hand free. So I've just popped a pin in it, just like that, just to hold it there firm. G'day, howdy, Deb and Helen. I'm then got my little quick ripper, and I'm literally going to slowly grab some of those threads. Now, if you've got a knot, you really need to, Kathy, these are 38 currently. I'm thinking probably next time I buy them, because the Australian dollar's gone down, it's probably going to be more. But I do have some in stock at the moment. So now you're looking at it going, okay, well, I've got to there, it's all doing well. But when you first start these, if your stitch is like this and you can't get anything in there, you need to get a really, oh, these are amazing tool, aren't they, Deb? You need to clip that. Don't try, either with your traditional unpicker or whatever, don't try and put this straight onto something like that. It could tear your fabric. Remember, it does have blades in it. So you lift it up, hold that in your hand, get this little fella. The other thing I like is that she's made sure it comes with battery. I like that. Batteries included. And always go in the direction of your stitching. So you grab that top one there, just get that out of the way. I can see it's coming undone, but I can see I've got a bit of a junction thing going on here. So I'm going to just very gently grab that there. All right, that was my little junction, and I can see that this is going to go back and forward. So as I'm looking at it, I'm going, all right, so I need to find that start bit, that bit that I said before that you need to start from. So here it is here. You can see how that is just starting to pull away. All right, so it's a big stitch, which is good. So you just make sure that it pulls away from that bottom fabric. So you've got something to run the blade into, but it's not your fabric, if that makes sense. I might just pop this over here. So get your little fella, your little quick ripper, grab that first stitch and just gently manipulate it. Some of these stitches are bigger and smaller. If you find that you can't get it to trim because it might be a really small stitch, just manipulate from the top a little and then come back into it. Alright, so we just give it a little wiggle. Battery's starting to go flat in this, I think. So they do get a bit of a workout sometimes. And it literally comes undone as quick as you can see it here. There, I'm not using any fake photography or, I'm not forwarding it or anything. It is literally as quick as that. I'm going to turn it over here, reposition my pin, and I'm coming across that little point, and you can see it come down and then up. So I've come across it because I actually want to make sure I'm coming in the direction of the stitching. And as I get around the corner, I can just keep going. And you can run it along there just quick as anything. And you can see it's starting to get up to another little corner. Turn it around so it faces me. See what I've got going on. Grab that thread. There it is there. And because I've got a little bit of thread on top, I can give that a little bit of a wiggle. Don't think I need any more demo. Gotta have it. How do I order? And Bailey, I've got these in stock. They'll be still coming back from this. I think I might actually have them here. Yeah, but I can organise that for you. Just send me a PM with your email and postal address, and I'll write you down for one. They're an amazing tool. And Bailey, I'm just going to put quick rippers. All right, and Michelle Nash, sure, darling. All right, so I'm going to just go into this little stitch here, which is that one that's closest to my right hand side. Come up there, and I can see that I need to give a turn. I'm coming up to that top edge there, which is really tight. So if I show you this side, you can see how tight that is in there. It's really, really tight. Okay, so I have got right up to there, and I've got this really tight little stitch there, but if I give it a bit of a manipulation, I can actually get enough of this in there to get that thread without grabbing my fabric. So again, and I'll tell you what, nothing worse than putting holes in your wadding too, by the way. Hey, how many times have I done that? All right, so get that. All right, I need my pin in there just to hang on to it. And give it a bit of a wiggle, see if we can get it in there. If it doesn't, don't force it. Okay, so that looks like a bit of a knot there. I'm not going to force that. I'm going to give it a bit more manipulation. If it doesn't want to play nice, one or two goes in, I will go from a different direction, or I'll get a quick ripper out, like an actual, like an old-fashioned one, and try and grab the thread that way, or a needle. So you can see it's very tight there. That's because this is free motion quilting and not just a normal stitch. Then grab that little bit that I just freed up. Give that a little bit of a wiggle. Bit of it, there we go. Look at that, beautiful. Kerry Lee, these are 38, darling. And then we can go onto it, and look at that. She's just going to come undone, nice and simple for me. Maybe. And again, like I say, free motion quilting is the hardest thing to get undone, especially if it's tiny little knots. You might even struggle with one of these with free motion. Let's turn it this way. Let's come from the other direction. See if we can get into it. And the battery is running low. There we go, we got it. Just a little bit of a manipulation, and she's come undone. So I give that a bit of a flick. That's it there. You can see where the holes were, and you can see I've got it all out. You can see those holes. Look at them all. You can see I actually stitched that. There you go. Best that it, yeah, Debbie, it is. There you go. You can see I changed directions. I purposely did that so that you guys could see it used with a change of direction. Now, if you have something that's circular, say something like this, okay, and you're wanting to get in there, you do need to clip that stitch. So clip in there and undo a couple, and then get in, and you have to come from that direction and move yourself around and come from that direction. When you're trying to get into something tight, you really do need to make sure that those stitches are released a bit. Give it a bit of a manipulation from the top and even from the back if you've gone from the back as well. But that's the best way to do it. Honestly, it'll save you hours. Hours. Ask Gidget, hours. She spent hours, and then she bought one of these. She had to undo a whole quilt didn't like what she'd done or something like that. Anyway, fantastic tool. And like Deb says, the best $38 you'll ever spend. And that is called the Quick Ripper. And yeah, there's it's worth its weight in gold. All right, so that is my other tool that I absolutely adore. I mean, there's so many I adore, but can't do without. Definitely this one can't do without. Can't do without a lot of things, but this one, this is it. This is my favorite. So well, one of my favorites. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate your time again. I am going to do a demo with one of the bags soon, so you'll actually get to see some sewing. I know. So we'll do some sewing soon, and if you guys want to know anything, look, you're free to ask any of the girls here who've got them. I'm sure they won't mind giving you a critique on some of the tools that I use, and anything that I've talked about here. Yeah, I'm sure that they'd be happy to help you along. Get a load of those boutiques. I know. See you guys soon. Bye. And I mean soon. Stay tuned.